What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another Palantir update video where we'll take a look at how Palantir stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Palantir's future could look like. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down in the comment section. So let me hit record and we will get right into it. Another slightly red day for Palantir. It looked like a really promising day there for a lot of it, but then it gave up a lot of the gains that it had, and we're down about 18 cents. So we'll take a look at what that means. I know there was kind of a pattern that I was talking about forming, and we'll kind of see what happened there. So although we do have a red day, right, we have to understand that Palantir was down 0.76%, which is about 18 cents. Indexes though, the NASDAQ was down 1.47%, the Dow was down more than 300 points, 347 points at 1.13%, and then the S&P was down 1.36% as well, right? So Palantir, not too bad relative to those. So right out of the gate, we saw a little bit of a push down. Let's go back actually to last week. We've closed below this 2360s range. In pre-market, saw a little bit of a gap up, right? Broke below that level, not only this first level, but also the second level, 2360s. And then when we pushed up, couldn't quite break it, right? Bounced off VWAP, went up, broke the first 2360s level, but then struggled at the 2408 kind of line that we've had. And we've had these lines from previous videos as well, right? I'm not just drawing these lines after the fact and going, hey, you know, told you so. These are lines that we've had for a little bit now. So then it was kind of in between this, broke out and went to 2448. But as we see here, broke back down below this channel, broke back down below this channel, came up, and then it was trading right at this line before eventually fading out for the last half of the day. So it looked like a promising day for Palantir. It was green over here, and then it gave up a lot of that. So let's go to the daily chart and we'll see kind of what we see with this stock moving forward. So if you guys remember, we were looking at this pennant forming, this line coming in from the top, this line coming in from the bottom, and we will take a look at what that means. But before we do that, I want to cover this. So today, actually, they announced a one-year $22.5 million contract with Sompo Holdings for the real data platform for security, which again is a great deal for them. $22 million contract, $22 million added to the revenue for the year, right? So not too bad overall. We've kind of gotten a couple of these orders over the past couple of weeks with the governments as well. So what happens with this pattern? Well, I talked about yesterday how we needed a sideways or a slightly green day. We did not get that. We still have a red candle here. So technically we are once again below this pennant, and I know the pennant was right there. Then I moved it right there. Then I have, it currently where it's at. I don't necessarily want to move it down, but I do still want to monitor in moving forward, see if we could continue this in the next couple of days, right? So if in the next couple of days we push up slightly, right, and can get above this up line right there, this slightly up line, I don't know what I'm saying there with the up line, but you guys get it, right? This line right here, if we can get above this line, right, as this line's moving up, we can stay above it, use that line as a support level for ourselves, right? Or potentially even move up and get rejected by this, trade in between this top line right here and this bottom line right here, right? Then this pattern is still very valid, but I'm not going to keep moving the line down thinking that it's valid until it gives me a reason to. So I'm going to keep it the same for now. If it does have a couple green days or a little sideways day here or there, then I'll move it back to kind of where it needs to be. What are we looking at in terms of support and resistance levels coming up? Well, let me put the EMAs on the chart, and what we'll see is we've got two EMAs kind of right there. Two EMAs right there at the 25. So we've got one at 23.57 and one down here at 21. So let's take a look at the downside. On the downside, we've got this level that we broke below, right? 23.57. So the next level that I'm watching is the low point for today, which was 22.50. Then I'm watching this 2150 level, and then I'm watching the EMA at 2102, right? So 2250, 2150 line that we have, and then the EMA at 21.02, basically $21. Those are the three levels that I'm watching if we go down tomorrow. If we go up, what I'm watching, the first level I'm watching is to see if we can break above this 2360s level that we were above, to see if we could break above this 24 level that we were above, which also will bring us kind of pretty close to the high point of today, which was 2450, right? So 2360s, 2408, kind of this two close levels that we're watching. The high of today, 2450, the high of Thursday, 2472, before we kind of get to this EMAs and the low 25s area. I think that Palantir hopefully starts to turn around soon, but this week is kind of risky because we see some people selling that could have been holding to avoid paying taxes on it in 2021, right? Because if you sell today, taxes on this aren't due until next year's taxes, which is 2022 April. If you sold it last week, you would have had to pay taxes on them in 2021 April. So we could see a continuation of that sell-off. But also with the Georgia election, if we see Democrats take those seats, we could also see a little bit of a red day because currently they've got the presidency and the House. So the Republican Senate kind of keeps things in check for the stock market. If the Democrats have all three, that could be, perceived as bad news for Wall Street, as there could be an increase in taxes, increase in spending on government programs and such. But the market will take that into consideration. So those are kind of the two reasons why this week could be a little bit choppy here and there, depending on how that goes. I guess we'll know about the election hopefully in a couple days as well. So we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm hoping for a turnaround here soon. It's been a long sell off from the 29s down to the 22s now, 23s. So hopefully we turn around here soon. Let me know what you guys think though of Palantir down in the comment section, and I'd love to chat with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.